Well, it might be bad news for air travelers this weekend. You may face flight disruptions worldwide as Europe's Airbus ordered immediate repairs to 6,000 of its widely used A320 family of jets in a sweeping recall affecting over half its global fleet, threatening upheaval during the busiest travel weekend of the year in the United States and disruptions worldwide. The setback appears to be among the largest recalls affecting Airbus in its 55-year history and comes weeks after the A320 overtook the Boeing 737 as the most delivered model. At the same time, Airbus issued its bulletin to the plane's more than 350 operators. Some 3,000 A320 family jets were in the air. The fix mainly involves reverting to the earlier software and is relatively simple but must be carried out before the planes can fly again, other than repositioning to repair centers. So airlines from the United States to South America, Europe, India and New Zealand warned that the repairs could potentially cause flight delays or cancellations. India's aviation watchdog DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation, issued a major safety directive to all airlines operating Airbus A320 family aircraft. Following a global alert from the European aviation regulator, the DGCA ordered that these aircraft must not fly until crucial software or hardware updates are completed. The move comes after a concerning discovery that intense solar radiation could corrupt flight control data mid-air, potentially triggering an unexpected pitch down of the aircraft. Airlines have been told to act immediately, ensuring all mandated modifications are installed before the fleet returns to service. Earlier, IndiGo and Air India, the major Indian operators of A320 family aircraft, A320, A319 and A321, which form the bulk of India's narrow-body aircraft fleet. Both the airlines said that they are aware of the notification from Airbus and are implementing the prescribed rectification action. A majority of these aircraft will require the software change, which is likely to lead to brief groundings, as the required changes would take a couple of hours per aircraft. DD India's Tapas Bhattacharya is explaining these directives in more greater detail to us. Tapas, first tell us how many flights will be impacted globally and specifically in India due to this decision by Airbus of recalling its A320 family of jets, and by when do you think the problem will be solved?
You have two parts in your question. So let me first deal with the first part. The first, globally, it is expected that more than 6,000 flights will be impacted. But the good news is that most of the issue will be resolved very soon, because there is a minor adjustment in the software system that needs to be addressed. Why I'm saying this? Because the problem lies with the elevator and aileron computer system. This is basically what you call the ELAC system, which deals with the fly-by-wire. When we talk about fly-by-wire system, it means that there is no direct connection between the pilot and the plane. And when it comes to lifting of most of the work is done by the computer that handles the lift off and the movement of the plane in the air. So because there is a bit of a problem when it comes to the plane reaching up certain altitude where there is issue with solar rays impacting those particular circuits. So it was felt that software upgrade which can remove this lacuna in air travel should be done. So as I mentioned, the 6,000 globally flights will be impacted. In India, the number is somewhere in the region of 300, 330, mostly with the IndiGo and Air India Express. So we have been given numbers that IndiGo has almost 200 A320 planes, out of which 143 has already been upgraded. They believe that by 30 30th of this month, 6 a.m. Rest of the planes will also be upgraded. With Air India, 113 planes have been impacted. They were affected, and out of that, 42 has already been upgraded. We expect the numbers to become they will upgrade the whole fleet by 30th of this month again. The most affected airline is Air India Express. Out of they have almost 25 affected flights, and out of that 8 flights have been delayed. So that's something that we have been talking about, but they will, as per report, by 5:29 a.m. November 30th, all the planes that I mentioned will be upgraded. Most of the upgradation is in the software, but there will be the old A320 which will require a bit of a hardware upgradation as well. So, but we believe in the next couple of days, by Monday and Tuesday, all the airlines will be upgraded with the new system. So nothing to worry about when it comes to India. But globally, as I mentioned, Airbus is one of the most A320 is one of the most widely used aircraft all over the world. And it's a Christmas time, it's a December time, it's a holiday time in both US as well as in West European countries. They will be impacted. The effect will be felt most at that particular area. Tanvi.
Okay, and the decision coming from the DGCA, it's lined with the global standards, of course, ensuring safety first.
Absolutely. They actually are following the European agency. We've been talking about the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, which actually determines, they actually came up with a report that determines the intense solar and cosmic radiation at high altitude can be an issue. In fact, on October 30th of the particular flight that was moving from Mexico to US, it was impacted and it had to land in Tampa. So and 13 people were injured during that particular flight because of the solar radiation. The flight lost a lot of speed as well as the altitude, which resulted in 13 people getting injured quite severely. So to make sure that the incident doesn't repeat itself and doesn't happen in other planes, especially in the high altitude area, the European agency have taken the decision, and DGCA has been quite forthcoming in making sure that all the flights in India, which has all the airlines which has A320 planes that they have been using, they should adhere to those directives as well. So that's something that we've been seeing, and very one has to say that the DGCA have been quite forthright and quite they started the action quite early and giving the direction to the airlines to speed up the process of upgradation.
Okay, we leave it here. Thank you very much, Tapas Bhattacharya, for explaining to us the story in greater detail.